Hello, this is Liam from Flame Five Studios, and we've got an update on the Google. We've got an update on the Google console that they were about to announce today. Sorry for the very weird lighting, but I'm just trying as hard as I can. So today was the Google conference, and they managed to actually announce the console. So, what do we know about it? Well, it's not an actual console, it's a streaming box, but basically it does count as console. The controller that we showed you yesterday, I meant on Sunday, that was just basically a loose representation of it after it got leaked. That was how it looked like in the leaked photos. So, here is what the announced controller will look like, as well as what the console looked like. I was mostly looking at it from Verge, so yeah. Here it is. So like I haven't managed to get the release date for the console, but the specs show that I can't show to you on this video. They say it's the teraflops, it says 10.7 teraflops, as they said, is more powerful than that of the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. Those are pretty big numbers, but the one thing that we should probably know about is what are the stuff that you'll mostly be seeing from the console itself or streaming box. Well, first off, YouTube. As some viewers who might be looking back at this video on your Stadia, which is the name of the console, in case I haven't said about that earlier, you might be able to go into another video that might be in the suggested box on right there or down here if you're watching on mobile. But yeah. Oh, if it's on TV, it'll just still be down there. But yeah, you'll go into that video and then you'll watch it, and then there's this thing. They say that there'll be this button which says play now, and what that button does, as it says, is that it lets you play your game straight as you press that button on the YouTube app on the Stadia. So that's basically how it is with the Stadia. And yeah, there's other stuff, but like we won't necessarily get to all of them. Do I know how long we have got? But like one of the launch games that was announced for the Stadia is Doom Eternal. That's one of the launch titles for the Stadia. It is also going to be released for the PS4, PC, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch, so it's not necessarily an exclusive. There are going to be more games coming out, but like from the rumors that we just said about before. First rumor that we said about it might be made with Sega, that was a lie. So the people who predicted that, they lied. This is why the old saying goes, you should never believe rumors. But that makes you an idiot sometimes. Second prediction that I made was one of Chromecast. I've watched over the video, but it's not necessarily what I would say is my biggest prediction. But I predicted that it would be able to be used with Chromecast. That was true. So any of you who didn't believe that, here's me saying, I told you so. So do I still stand the same from about the Google streaming box that it is? Controller looks much better than the leaked controller, so that turned out to be a lie. But it's still a bit too much like Amazon. But then we have got some other news. This one is about Nintendo. They have been rumored to have been making a phone, which might come with the Nintendo Switch parental controls and the game chat that was released for phones. Does not necessarily look pretty, doesn't it? But like, it's just another one of those things. Like, Google makes a game console, Nintendo suddenly is rumored to have been making a phone. But the big thing is, we know more about the Stadia now, and we will keep updating you on that if there's more to come. As well as the biggest update games that'll be released, or mostly say about on Twitter. I'm obsessed with that now. To see if it will shape into a success or predictably fail horribly. So that's basically how it is. And yeah, but most of my predictions weren't that correct. Yes, the Chromecast was correct, but I once predicted Digitizer would fail. Yes, the show. And where did it end up? It ended up being a success. Became an idiot after that. So yeah. It's the end of the video. I know, very sad. You could play your sad violin music, but okay. If you want, you could subscribe. It's not something you should do, but if you want to know more about Stadia and want to see more of my annoying face, which you might want to do, surprisingly, you could subscribe. It's a recommendation for me as well. You could leave a like or you can leave a dislike if you thought that was one of the least informative videos you've seen. And yeah, you can leave a comment down below about that. No curse of the day, remember Dad's dead. This is Liam from Flame Farm Studios, and this is goodbye for now.